Hi everyone, it's Nonya here. Today's date is the 7th of January 2025 and it's currently 1:44 p.m. Nigerian time. Please excuse the noise. Today is noisy, so there's going to be a lot of noise interference. Today's video is going to be about some of the things I have learned in the past year, that is 2025. And yes, Happy New Year to everybody that's been watching me since last year. I'm so grateful for subscribing, for being here through my journey, my documentation. So Happy New Year, and I wish you people all the best. So I want to talk about the things that 2025 taught me, the lessons I learned, and how they have affected me. This video might come in 2 or 3 parts because it's going to kind of long, but I'm going to try to shorten it as much as I can. So let's get right into it. So I wrote it down in a book so I won't forget them. So the first part is what 2025 taught me about myself. I am talking about what I learned for myself. And number one is 2025 taught me my limits. In the past year, and because of some things that I experienced in the past year, I realized that I actually have limits, that I can't go that far as much as I thought I could. I learned that I have a breaking point. I learned that me, myself, I get tired too. I also learned that I am not as strong as I thought I was. I learned that I cannot do everything on my own. And that made me, I had to slow down. I had to stop carrying things that are not mine to carry. I had to just let go of so many things that I thought that I could do, even when I could not do them. I had to be very gentle with myself. I started learning how to give myself grace, kindness, and love, just like I would give other people too. So 2025 taught me that, see, you will crash. Like, if you're not careful, you will literally crash. So 2025 taught me that I should slow down, I should calm down, that you are not a superwoman, we are just a human, we are not a robot. You can't carry everybody's problems. You have to deal with your own problems first before you can solve other people's own. So it's made me, I started letting things down, even letting people down. I started saying no. I just started being myself. I didn't want anybody to remember me. I didn't want to be remembered. I just wanted to just be and exist. So yes, 2025 actually taught me that you have limits, you have a breaking point, and you should learn how to rest when you can. Another thing that I learned about myself in 2025 was my need for solitude. I don't know, would you people believe that in all my years of having a phone, 2025 was the first time I actually put my phone on DND. Will you believe that? Yeah. I think that was the first time I actually used the DND function on my phone, because it got to a point I couldn't handle things anymore. I just didn't want to hear from anybody. I didn't want to I stayed away from social media. I started staying away from people that I loved and people that loved me. I just wanted to be by myself because I was not just strong enough to function properly. So it made me, I started isolating myself. I started going into solitude. And not just solitude, it also made me, I started keeping some certain things to myself. I wasn't quick to talk about things like I used to. I just wanted my own space. It made me, there were some things, for instance, like I would like to post some things, but then I just stopped posting. And not because, oh, I wanted to play, be matured, but it was just out of this feeling of tiredness, this feeling of burning out, this feeling of being so overwhelmed that even a slight call was triggering me. Like, I would not return calls, I would not answer messages. Like, everything, the smallest of things were so overwhelming. So, one thing it just taught me is that it is okay to not be available. It's okay to not be available. It's okay to just have some time to yourself. You don't always have to be active. You don't always have to turn up. Like, I started putting my phone on DND. I started, like, even it got to a point, like, it will get to a point, like, let me say, for instance, like, if the time gets to 9 or 10 p.m., please don't call me. I don't want to see calls. Even if I see them, I don't entertain them until the next day. Like, I started giving myself these things. I stopped saying too much of the things I wanted to do, where I want to go. I just started living a life of solitude. And it's not in a way to pepper anybody or to prove anything, but because I started noticing that it was giving me way more peace. It was giving me, and I had the chance to just hear my own self in my head and not just from every other person. So, as I said, if I continue this video, it's going to be so long. I'm really trying to, shorten it. But this thing, if you go to my past, you see there was a place I did a video on that. So, this 2025, it just taught me how essential and important solitude is to me. Another thing that 2025 taught me was that my environment affects me a lot. It is something I've never taken note of until last year, and I understood how much my environment influences me. I never knew that I'm the type of person that responds so well to environment. I got to learn that if I am in a toxic place, I will start malfunctioning. I mean, literally malfunctioning. And I also realized that environment doesn't necessarily mean like how will I put this thing, where I am. It can be the people who are around me, the things I'm doing, anything that just finds itself around me. It influences me a lot. And it taught me that I should be very mindful of the place I am in, because it affects me positively or negatively. Like, it affects me so much. Before I used to think that, oh, it was sometimes a me problem. I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling bad, But then I realized that it was not just a me problem, it was an environmental problem. I realized that if the people around me are not positive, are not, happy, I noticed that I will start drawing in that energy. Like, it just starts weighing me down, it start affecting me. So what did I start doing? What did I start doing? I also bite my tongue. I started becoming very mindful. And I started telling myself that if I ever find myself in such places, try your possible best to leave those places. Try your possible best to just leave those places, because they are not good for me and my mental health. So it is something that I've learned. And also, this environment also attributes to people too. If I am around constantly people who are pressured, people who are, you know, they are not just in a right space, or they are just outrightly bad, or they don't make me feel good, or I feel so much anxiety around them, it is a sign. That anxiety, that anxiousness is a sign that this thing might, I'm not saying is, but might not necessarily be good for you. And there's a reason why you're feeling like that. So it is something that I've learned this year, how much my environment impacts me. So yes, these are the things that 2025 taught me about myself. There's still going to be a part two and a part three. I want to break it down so that this video will not be too long. So these are just the way that the things I've learned about myself. There's so many others, but I can't really remember. But these are the ones I can remember for now. So thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate people who are watching. Please, if you know that you can relate to what I'm saying, please comment. Let's talk about these things. All right. I believe here is a safe zone because I'm just documenting my life, and you can share if you want to. So please, you can like it, you can subscribe also, and please, you can also comment. So thank you. Bye.